Hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Pete, and in this episode we are in the deepest parts of Wales, in the hills. And there are loads of abandoned places in the countryside here and in these hillsides, and this hillside is no different. Up there is a property that is ancient and beautiful and has got some original furniture inside and features. We're going to go up there and have a look. This was the original driveway to the property, so you can see how much that has overgrown. This is an animal trail. This isn't a human trail, it's an animal trail. And I'll show you a little bit more of that as we get up there while we visit the witch's house. So I'm now, as I said earlier, deep in Wales, and we're heading towards what's called the witch's house. Now it is a nightmare to get to because I'm having to go through thickets and bushes and trees to get there. And this was the original driveway to the house, believe it or not, over there. Because I showed you the gate, but that's the driveway to the property. I'll switch the camera back on when we get up there. Now you can see how overgrown that was on the way up there. This is all the driveway that we've just come along. We've come down the side of the house and here we go. I can see why it's called the witch's house. It's very creepy. I've had a quick look around, so I do know it's safe to go in. This is an ancient house. I don't know when it was built, but look at the stonework. When we go inside, this has got ancient features. Straight away we've got a black bolted door there. Then we're into the back hall. Now you can see here the age of these. Look, anybody date these for me? And then we've got not lat but like pieces of wood. You can see the shape of those, hundreds of years old, and it's gone through into the lounge where we'll go in a moment. I suspect this was some kind of parlour. We've got like a 1910, 1920s fireplace and some old furniture. And just look how deep these windows are. This is nearly 2 foot long, that green light. And looking over here, we've got some old pots, and I love this absolutely beautiful cast iron. And then on the back there, it's soft. I think that is the remains of a turntable. So it's balanced. And we've got a newspaper dated 1986. Have a look at the ceiling. Traditional old beams. That's the back room, stairs. Here's the kitchen, and you can see how that's growing through. And we've got a beautiful old teapot made in England and some china cups with no maker's marks on, but that's very 50s. A cabinet. We've got the old Indeset fridge, I'm not going to open that, and a hot plate. But as we're looking around, we've got modern switches in here. When did they come into use? Please tell me. And I'm having to duck at every doorway because they're less than 6 foot. On the floor, we've got lino down there, and here we've got terracotta tiles, and through here we've got stone flags, like sandstone. I'm going to go through there in one moment. Now I am here with a couple of people who you may hear in the background because these places are unsafe and scary. Bakelite switch with Bakelite socket, should I say. This is the front door. It's sealed up, we can't do anything with that front door. Bathroom. It's inside. This would never have been inside originally, but it does have a form of running water. And through here is what has been converted to a toilet, which I suspect this would have been the kitchen and this would have been a pantry. And then we've got these huge recesses, what would have been windows at one time. Now the cistern here has got an unusual mark on there with a tap and 420. I don't know what that means. And then the toilet's still there, Bakelite switches. From here we go through towards the lounge area, sitting room. That's the porch, that with the hole in. And up on the ceiling we've got Bakelite, wooden beams, huge shutters, like gates in fact. That's a gate in the door, in the window, unusually. But huge recess. The stairs with a cupboard underneath and fireplace again. I'd have probably said this one's more 1940s looking at that. Maybe I'm wrong, help me out. But this cabinet here, down on the floor we've got some terracotta barley twist and some old Victorian glazed barley twists. Now what we need to do is lift that up and show you. Look at this. Beautiful old turntable, Bakelite arms, where you could stack your singles up so you play more than one. We've got the old radio, and this is where your albums would have sat in there that you could flip through, and your speaker down on the front. So continuing on, that's where we've been in. This is where it's the front room and the bathroom, and then we're going to go up the stairs. Just look, every step on the way up has still got where you used to clip the carpets back. And then we've got a huge recess here, made into shelving. Now I have been up here, so I do know it's safe to walk on, but the floor does feel a little bit spongy. So I do need to be careful because this is now the oldest fireplace in the building. Cast iron, probably been there since it was built. And then we've got a little storage cupboard and a bed there which looks like it's from the 1940s, and we've got this old heater down here, and somebody's bothered to put some heather there. Now I'll show you how dangerous these floors are. You can see there where it's gone through. Great big sinkholes in it. And then we're into the back bedroom. So you go through that bedroom to access this one. Again, it's got some beautiful old furniture in it. A lovely old bed. Summer side, reversed for winter use. And we've got the old chest of drawers there, and in the corner, and the wardrobe. And a lovely old sort of china cabinet type thing there, maybe. And we've got the wallpaper on, of course. And these curtains. And again, recessed windows. But this here, the speaker at the bottom, I think this was probably another turntable, definitely a radio. But look what we've got on the top. Absolute beautiful. His Master's Voice, HMV, still around today selling records. Now it's been known as the Witch's House. I don't know why they called it that. The only reason I can think they called it that is because of its location. I'll get back downstairs. So that's known as the Witch's House. And as you've seen, it's pretty scary getting here. Look at this, the thickets that we've had to come through to get up here. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm just going to quickly have a look at the front of the house for you to see if I can see anything. But literally, you just can't get to it. Putting you up my nose because it's there. There is just no way to get to it. And this was our way in. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please hit the subscribe button. You can always buy me a link from a coffee from the link down below. I do appreciate that. And if you subscribe, you'll see the next episode. In the meantime, please take care.